Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Welcome, Jujubee. We got Bartman, Coco. We got Weeda. Bartman, thank you for your donation. Mary P. What's going on, everybody? Happy Saturday night. Hope you all having a good one. Having a fantastic Saturday night here. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. What's going on? All right. I did get an actual PayPal thing made. Now, Andrew, welcome to the stream. So I know I have been delaying. For so long, and I finally got it made. A PayPal donation graphic. So there it is. So in case you wonder what the PayPal donation looks like, it looks like that. All right, let me log out this thing and log out and log in. Speaking of PayPal donations, let me log that in and make sure that I have that available because I'm not quite ready yet. I'm sorry, I'm not quite ready yet. I will be ready in 2 seconds though. Good news is, let's see, tarot. Okay. Good news is that I am not coordinated, but at least I get coordinated moderately quickly. So my recovery time is moderately good, and that's all you really need to ask. What else we got going on? YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. Security chat. Select the chimneys. There's a chimney, that is a chimney, and that is a chimney. Let me verify myself. Okay, I'm good at picking chimneys. Okay, anyway, we're not doing PayPal donations, but I want to let you see the graphic anyway. We'll start out tonight with Bartman. What's the future for YouTube? Well, I'm not sure. What is the future for YouTube? Is it going to survive? Is it going to make it? If I'm a YouTube future, I definitely want to go for a legit technology deck. And for that, we are going to use this deck right here, otherwise known as the Phantom Tarot. It is YouTube technology indeed. Money and Neve, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right. Let's see, Heather Lloyd, welcome. Good to see you. Everybody's here tonight. We got a rockin' Saturday night. Tomorrow is Easter. Hope everyone has a wonderful and amazing Easter. Katie, a good evening to you. How are you doing tonight? Let's see what kind of Easter Sunday, let's see what kind of YouTube future we got. What's the future for YouTube? Oh, 5 of Cups doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. It is Google. So I think we do have a level of security that you can kind of come up with. Of course, you said that about Yahoo, and then Yahoo just kind of went by the wayside. But right now, there's nobody to compete. So YouTube looks pretty solid. Being a Google product, it looks pretty good. And 5 of Cups says there's a level of disappointment with some people, though, because some YouTube policies or YouTube sort of getting out there, YouTube doing their own thing, YouTube making rules as they go along. It seems that sometimes that works to not their advantage. So the 5 of Cups says there is a level of disappointment for some people with YouTube. Page of Wands is interesting indeed. I think a lot of people get on YouTube. They're excited about YouTube. Mary P., thank you for your donation. They're excited about YouTube. And this is like their main living. This is like their main source. So, hey, it seems to be a good thing. Page of Wands says a lot of people have a lot of good things on YouTube. Ultimately, it's about how you communicate to the YouTube community. So I think YouTube is going to be around. I think YouTube is going to be there. But I think it's going to be more focused towards maybe a commercial aspect or something like that. So small timers are going to sort of gradually move off to something else. But basically, once we get another platform that pays, I think that'll be pretty much where a lot of people want to go. Love Apples, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Overall, it looks pretty solid. It is a Google product. You can't really go wrong with a Google product. Let's see what else is next. We got YouTube user with the triple shot. We'll do that. Will my next long-term job be a government job? We can go ahead and use the technology deck with this and see what kind of government job we could get. Oh my. So, government job does have its advantages as well. So let's see if we can get a stable government job and see if that's going to be all right. Well, unless the government goes bankrupt, and then not so much. But we'll see about this. Okay, is it going to be a government job or is it going to be a private corporation? 5 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Cups. I think the government jobs do have a level of competition. because it is a more stable job. It is something, maybe even a union job. Depends on the government, depends on where you're at, I guess. But the Five of Wands says there's a level of competition for a government job because it is something that has a level of security. It has a lot of things happening with it that people kind of want to get to. Soul Soar, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Overall, the Five of Wands is getting in there. It's going to be quite difficult indeed. Now, the Eight of Pentacles says it's possible for you to do that. Three of Cups talks about the celebration, talks about the connections to get into a government job. Overall, we're going to go with a manual thumbs up on this. I'm going to say that, yeah, you're a good long-term job and a good possibility of a long-term job is going to be a government job. You see that with the Eight of Pentacles. You can't really ignore that card right in the middle of the spread. It does point to full-time employment. It does point to something steady, something stable that you need. Three of Cups with the connection, with the celebration. It is very powerful indeed. The combo here of the last two cards say, I think we're really leaning on something like that, because once you start asking, what am I going to do with the job? Am I going to get this job? And you do have an Eight of Pentacles. It's really difficult to say no at that point because you're kind of leaning into the yes. They are yes. Neve's husband's birthday. Well, happy birthday to the husband. Happy birthday indeed. There we go. All right. I finally pressed the button correctly. It's amazing. Okay. What infra feels for me, no contact. Oh, we got we got Jay. Jay, thank you for your donation over PayPal. I greatly appreciate that. Mary P's waiting on PayPal as well. We're going to go to PayPal in a few minutes. Right now, we are sticking with Super Chats and see what we can get with the Super Chat action with the triple shot from YouTube user. In feels from me. Page of Wands. I don't really want to do anything right now. I'm hesitant to make any commitment. I'm hesitant to lean into this. I'm hesitant to sort of go full steam on this connection right now. Feels difficult indeed. Page of Wands says they're not quite ready to move into the next phase, move into the big happenings that are going on back there. Queen of Pentacles means they're focusing on themselves right now. Do they still have feelings for us? The world says yes. That's a great place to be. It's a wonderful card to have. It talks about the unlimited possibilities. It talks about the lightning fast possibilities of getting into a different relationship or moving into something that's going to be between y'all two later, right? You got that one last shot. Might as well get Nelson into the one last shot. But the world says that they're sort of wandering around the world right now, making their own way, making their own path. Queen of Pentacles are pretty stable, working on that stability as well. And right now, they just sort of moved past, right? And moved on. They're not really thinking about you very much at all. Page of Wands says they're not really ready to get in there and make that happen. Wida, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, and the last of the triple shot of the YouTube user. Curious and me in 10 years from now. Well, I mean, let's see if we can get some action. I mean, 10 years is not that long. 10 years goes by quick. It does. What are we going to have at the end of that 10 years? What is going to go on there? Oh my, got a Page of Pentacles. And the Five of Wands. You know, even 10 years down the road, it looks like y'all still have troubles. It's just hard to shake it off. It is. It's difficult to move past some of the issues that we have. Page of Pentacles says we're still trying to find stability between ourselves, even after 10 years. Y'all have already known each other 5 years. Another 10 years? What's 10 years between friends? Page of Pentacles says I'm still struggling with the stability, still struggling, trying to figure out where I'm at in this thing. Six of Swords says you're still trying to find longevity, find something meaningful, find something deep in this relationship. And overall, the Five of Wands and the conflicts are still there. The conflicts are still there. And that is going to be difficult indeed. So yeah, 10 years from now, I think you're still doing the same things. I mean, that's what happens, right? If you don't fix the problem, you're going to repeat the process over and over. Black Swan, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, now we're going to go hop to PayPal. I have a dedicated button for the PayPal, my friends. Dedicated. We're going to the PayPal reads right now. That's what we are doing currently. And the first on the PayPal read is Mary P. Mary P wants to know, Let's see. Anthony, let's see. Anthony contact. And we also have see each other. Okay, we're going to try those out. All right, we're talking about Anthony. We've got a double Anthony read here from Mary P. Let's see what kind of action we could get with that. If I'm going to do romance, you know that I am going to lean on this deck because it is the best deck in the history of mankind, Modern Love Tarot. It just works. It functions. It makes the grade of A+ on this stream. You know that. This has all sorts of good things happening. Be careful, though. Get that off of Amazon. Get yourself free shipping on Amazon with this. But $45 well spent. I mean, just $45 well spent. You got to admit now, this is something you got to have. And for $45, that's cheaper than most freaking Kickstarter decks nowadays. Good news is this was Kickstarter like last year before that, something like that. So, you know, this is the before inflation price. So luckily you get the before inflation price. There's Kickstarter decks that are $83. Not even kidding you. The Disney deck is $83 freaking shipped to my house. That's gonna be rough. Amber wants to know what the queue look like. Amber, it's pretty clean tonight, Amber. We're on Manny. We got a couple of these. We're like right here. I mean, we just got like 5 in the queue. Got a couple of PayPals that we're on now. Overall, it's looking pretty clean tonight. It's Saturday night. Everybody's out partying. They at the club, and I'm sitting over here and doing that, doing the tarot thing. Okay, Anthony. Now the question is, will I get contact from Anthony before Monday? So we got literally, will I get contact from Anthony tonight or tomorrow? I think that's pretty much it. I mean, we got to figure this out. The Hanged Man says Anthony is there with the phone not in their hand. The phone is not in Anthony's hand right here. It's just not there. Anthony's thinking about stuff. Anthony's getting that enlightenment. Anthony's looking at things from a different perspective. But you'll notice the phone is just sort of sitting there with the screen on. There's not much action happening. It feels like a little bit of a 3 of Pentacles. Anthony needs to do other things. Anthony's busy with all sorts of other things. It's sort of difficult for them to take any action. 7 of Cups says they have all kinds of people that are looking, that are scanning around and giving them a little bit of attention. Anthony's like, well, hello, Joe, welcome. Good to see you. And the Queen of Cups. Oh, it says that, get contact from Anthony coming Monday. Before this coming Monday. This is such a short time frame. I'm going to say no. I'm going to go with a thumbs down manual because it crashes my stream if I do the graphic. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say I just don't see this phone being in their hand, the connection, a different perspective, different look. 3 of Pentacles says I'm working on other things. I shouldn't really have a 3 of Pentacles. I should have like a 2 of Cups over here. I should have something clean, something nice. Lovers, 2 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, something, even a 6 of Pentacles, maybe a 6 of Cups. I got nothing. Mary P, I got nothing. So I'm just saying, 7 of Cups means they're distracted by other things. I just don't see them getting this very short time frame. If you expanded the time frame, maybe yes, maybe you give a different result. But I'm just saying, for this particularly pretty strict time frame, I gotta say, I'm gonna go with no. All right, now we're gonna expand the time frame a little bit more. Okay, will Anthony and I see each other this week? Okay, we're gonna see each other, the portion 2 there. By the way, we are on PayPal readings right now. If you're in the super chat, we're going to get back to you in just a minute. But for right now, we got 2 PayPal readings up in the queue and make some action with that. Okay, I do, I'm a techno geek. I do want to make some cool stuff. I do. Andrew, I need your opinion. What do you think I should show on the screen for PayPal readings? Should I show like 2 readings to go, 3 readings to go? Like, what should I be displaying here to let people know that we're still on PayPal, rounding it out? We got 1 more, we got 2 more, kind of that feeling there. I think it'd be interesting to look at that, maybe have a countdown kind of thing with a PayPal read. What do you think would be beneficial, Andrew? Let me know. Okay. Anyway, we're going to see each other this week. Now, we've expanded the time frame here. And that is so crucial, isn't it? It is all about the origin of the question, or sort of what you're thinking, what kind of requirements have for the question. That's so powerful and so amazing, because we're literally at this point looking at some love balloons. Look at this. Nice looking things happening. Amber, thank you so much for your donation. Soul, thank you for the triple shot tonight. Look at you. All right, now that we've expanded that, look, we got the lovers. I mean, we were looking for this last time, right? We're looking for, maybe will Anthony contact us, looking for this, desperately needing for this, right? And it's sort of this feel of the Lovers card. We are going to see each other this week. So that is going to be a thumbs up. I love that. Love it so much. The Chariot, right? We're making movements. We're making motions towards that. I think that's very important too. But anyway, but the Five of Swords, it just says we have a connect. I think it's going to be powerful, going to be good. The Moon says our emotions are in sync. Very, very powerful. Extremely powerful. Paula, thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. Overall, now that we've expanded it, we got a thumbs up. Lovers card, rock solid, beautiful. Love it. I love it. No pun intended with the Lovers card. Maybe pun intended. Love it, and I love it again. Mary P., thank you so much for your donations. I appreciate that. All right, now we're going to hop over again to the PayPal readings. And one more PayPal reading tonight. We got Jade. Jade wants to know a little bit. A grassy knoll. Wait, is there really a grassy knoll? That's funny. Now, that's funny for a variety of obvious reasons. All right, Jade wants to know about JFK, grassy knoll. Okay. All right, we'll see. JFK's grassy knoll. Is it going to be safe to move into that location? Because you don't know with that. That could be iffy. Depends on the mood you're in, right? Anyway, let's see what kind of things are going on here. Anyway, you think the PayPal readings is less to manage in real time. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe I just need a PayPal readings, and I just press it every time I do a PayPal reading. It just kind of like, and then maybe I just tell people we got 2 more to go or something like that. I do need something that goes across the screen that says, I did not forget about you. Andrew, what do you think about that? Like a big animation, something like really, really obvious big animation that says, I did not forget about you. I think that would be perfect. That's the thing we need on the stream, right? This is the stuff I do in my spare time. What does an application developer do in their spare time? They make more applications. Like, you'd really think I should just relax, and watch like some TV or something like, or read a book. No, I'm over here making PayPal animations. But that's my life. What do you want what do you want from me? I mean, what do you want from me at this point? All right, JFK's grassy knoll. Is it going to be something that we're going to be happy with? Damn, it looks good. Grassy knoll looks pretty solid. Giving it a thumbs up now. Let's break it down like MC Hammer. Okay, cool. The Wheel of Fortune kind of gives you the whole gist of the rig. This is a place we can get into. We can relax. We can just enjoy the environment, right? A new home, a new place to call home. The reason I say that is because we have the Wheel of Fortune right next to, you guessed it, the Ten of Cups. Happy home, happy family, emotional stability, emotional just happiness, just overall feeling of, I like this, really, I like this. And then you have the Ace of Cups. This is something I've been waiting for, really, really waiting for. I think that's very important. Overall, you're looking, this is possibly, I would say this is number 2. This is number 2 on the best readings that y'all have had. R. Isaacs, welcome to the stream. So good for you to join us. I appreciate you. This is one of the best ones that you've had yet. It really, really is. It's beautiful. I love it. It's very springtime, relaxing, has a lot of good stuff, and I like it. I think the JFK's grassy knoll is a place to be. Rock solid reading. Possibly your second best one ever. I think that one we had a long time ago is the best one, but this is a close second place. All right, we're done with PayPal. Back to the back to the super chats we go, because Monty B is up in here. Monty B wants to know, by the way, Amber, it's your first time here. Amber, I appreciate you hanging out with us. By the way, if it's your first time here and you're like, what's going on here? What kind of party is here? It is a party indeed. Hit that like and sub button. Let me tell you why. We have 101 tarot spread series right now. We got tarot spreads coming out the wazoo. I mean, beautiful graphics, very well explained, very easy to understand spread information. We got the tarot news, the only one available. We got live streams every night. I unbox every deck. I buy everything. I call Llewellyn. They're like, what do you want to buy, T.O.? And I'm like, yes, just give me everything you got. And I just literally, when they're having a sale, I literally call and say, oh, give me all of it. So you're going to have tons. I have 65 or 66 decks on pre-order this year alone. So that's 66 decks. Like that is like what? That's like 10 decks a month. Anyway, you just got to be on the stream. This is a place to hang out. It's a place to be. Been here 12 years. I appreciate y'all hanging with me tonight, though. It's Saturday night. You could have done anything you wanted to, and you're hanging out with old T.O. I appreciate y'all. All right. What does a Virgo feel like about me? Does a Virgo like me at this point? Monty, what sign are you? What sign are you? Let me find out with this. By the way, in case you want this deck, I know you do. It's the Kawaii Tarot. I mean, the Kawaii Tarot. This is going to be, man, deck of the year is going to be so hard. Going to be so difficult. Amber, well, thank you for being a longtime fan. I appreciate you. All right, but what does the Virgo feel about me? Do they like me? Is this a good match made in heaven? 10 of Wands, 3 of Cups, and a 7 of Cups. You're amongst the multiples in the Virgo life. Not going to lie. I mean, I'm not going to lie here. 7 of Cups, especially next to the 3 of Cups. Now, I'm not saying the 3 of Cups is a cheating card.
Are they cheating on me? Those panties ain't mine.
But I am saying the 3 of Cups does have that, hey, who else is around kind of feel, right? Or Isaac, thank you so much for your donation. But that 7 of Cups next to it really sort of emphasizes it. It pushes in this direction of, yeah, this person has multiple things to do, right? The Virgo is maybe chasing, talking to multiple people. But yeah, the Virgo is out there making it and sort of getting the contacts going on. Overall, the 10 of Wands says that they like you. They enjoy your company. But just be aware that you're one of many. So don't think this person is solely dedicated to you. They're waiting for you to come around. This is not really reality at this point, right? They're sort of in that mode of, yeah, this is going to be one of many. They like you. They appreciate your company. They like you being around. 3 of Cups is also a joyous celebration, a good friendship card, and all this other stuff. So I think that they enjoy you being around. And overall, I think they have good feelings for you. Just not, you're not the only one. All right, we're going to the next thing. We got Soul Soar coming in with a triple shot. Thank you so much, Soul Soar. Welcome back. Who am I? At my core. Let's get you a fresh deck, Soul Soar. Let's get you one of the new ones, one of the exciting ones. Let's hop over here to the Tarot Tower and get us, we're going to bust out the fun decks early for Soul Soar. We got over here, you knew I was going to get it done. The Wonder World Tarot. Shove. Amy's shoving that deck in that direction, throwing it over on the side, and it is amazing. The Kawaii kills in cuteness. I'm telling you, this is the year for cute decks. It really is. We have a lot of beautiful, beautiful decks out here. We got the Victorian Romantic version 4. We got the Push Kitty decks are coming out here, and they are just spectacular. We got, man, it's going to be so hard to get deck of the year. The top 10 is just going to be, I know the top 10 at a minimum is going to be 2 Amy decks. I can tell you that now. I think it's going to be rough not to have at least 2 decks of Amy, and I think that's a first. I literally think that's a first in a top 10 is to have 2 decks from the same author. But in my opinion, that's the first on the stream. I think Chiro Marchetti didn't even have that. And Chiro Marchetti makes some good decks. I think it's because Chiro Marchetti decks once you have a few of them, you're kind of done unless you're just a collector, you know, because the art is a little bit similar. I'm not saying it's samey, but it is a lot similar to the next deck, the Amy decks are so dynamic with the art, so different, so refreshing. You don't really have that problem. And I think that's why that I like to use the variety of decks and stuff. Anyway, all right, who are you at your core? Knight of Cups says you're a romantic. Okay, the Knight of Cups is not isolated to just romance yet, though. It's what I'm saying. The Knight of Cups does talk about that I have passions. I like to live with passion. I like to live on the edge. I like to have a lot of good things in my life and just enjoy myself. And that's rare, right? A lot of people wake up, they're like, oh my God, I gotta go. You're not like that. I think you just wake up with that passion and you just love life. You love getting up. You love waking up. You love how you're treated. You love how people sort of interact with you. Overall, it is great. Knight of Swords at your core says you are a doer. You're not a thinker. You're not going to overthink something. You're going to take a little bit of a risk. Knight of Swords is a non-planning card. By the way, if you don't know what these court cards are, you're like, what the hell is he talking about? Link in the description. I have like 7 hours of videos on court cards. Like I'll tell you detailed, like the personality behind this. I'll tell you everything you need to know. So don't be confused about court cards. Again, link in the description. I got it all covered for you. I got hours and hours and hours and hours of court card information. I got handouts where you can just take it and print it and put it on your wall, you know, or go through it, sort of memorize some of the keywords. So get out there and watch some of those videos. And thank you so much for your donation. The Knight of Swords is a non-planning. I'm sort of winging it. I'm just making it happen. Two of Swords as well says you do ignore some negativity sometimes. You don't get overloaded by negativity. I think that's awesome. That is very, very awesome indeed. Two of Swords says I'm blinded to some of the negativity. I'm able to get, because of the passion, maybe it's because of the adventure taking. Overall, that is who you are at your core. Anyway, you got little Buddha, mystical medleys. I can't get into mystical medleys anymore. Andrew, does that make me a bad person? I can't get into it. I think it was amazing. I'm not saying it's a bad deck. I think it was great. But I just can't. I just lost my love for it. It's like I had a breakup with the Mystic Medleys. It's just not a deck where I can just pick it up and use it and enjoy it. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I thought it was great. I love cute decks like that. I love the Kawaii. I love all of the other cute decks that I got. I just feel like I just lost my contact with that thing. Anyway, what do my guides want me to know at this moment? You got a 10 of Wands, 6 of Coins, and a 9 of Swords. It is a time to be concerned about some things going on around you, okay? Don't sort of let things slide by. Don't let things get out of your control. You do have a couple of things that are challenging that are going to be leaning in that direction. Don't let them get out of control. 9 of Swords says keep your mind on it. Keep learning it. I think that's going to be critical and important for you to do definitely with that. 6 of Coins says that you have opportunities almost every day, right? Almost every day coming up very soon to give. And that doesn't mean to hand out coins. That means like open a door for somebody. That means do some nice favor for somebody, right? You have all sorts of favor opportunities, nice things that you can do for other people, just small little things. And I think your guides are guiding you into that because they want you to do that. They want you to have that positive interaction, have that fun stuff. 6 of Coins says you have giving opportunities coming up very soon. And again, it doesn't have to be money. It can be something so simple, right? Smiling at somebody that looks depressed, saying hello to somebody that looks like they're just sort of lonely. Just so many things. Complimenting somebody on, hey, I like your purse. I like your shoes. You know, your hair looks great. You know, just sort of giving, right? Being nice, giving out a positive field. 10 of Wands says don't take on too much for the next couple of months. Not going to be a problem. Don't take on too much for the next couple of months. You will get overloaded with that. That is what your guides want you to know. I think that's going to be important indeed. Now, going to the last soul story. Is there a past life soul connection with my Virgo? Ooh, let's see about the Virgo. Everybody wants a Virgo tonight. I'm just saying. Virgos are popular. I don't know what happened. Virgos are popular. Normally, Virgos like me, we just get ignored. Virgos like me, we just get ignored. I mean, I'm just saying. But now it seems that Virgo is the slice of the month, and I like it. I like it. Okay, but yeah, what the Virgo are we soulmates, right? Life soul connection with that. The Five of Cups kind of says no. King of Coins. This is something where, yeah, we do have a level of stability that we like. We have a level of connection. This is something we really feel comfy. And it's so important to have a good comfiness in a relationship, don't it? Or in a connection, even in a social connection. King of Coins says, I have that level of comfort. I just know what they're going to do. I kind of understand where they're coming from with that. Page of Swords, though, it just says the communication, the connection is just not as strong as it needs to be for something. It's just going to be sort of a life soul connection with that. Five of Cups says there is a level of disappointment here. Overall, there's a level of disappointment that, sort of hovers around as sort of potential of the relationship. Overall, it just says, no, it just doesn't have a life soul connection. We don't have the Justice card for a connection of karma. We don't have something with a home card. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. We don't have something with obviously the Star, the Lovers. I'm just not seeing any of the cards that I kind of need on this, but overall, it just looks like a good thing, though. I'm not saying it's a crap relationship or a crap connection. King of Coins is such a stable, loving thing, beautiful connection with that with a retired banker that, I just think it's great. It's just, it's not something that reaches across the realms. Anyway, we got Wida is next. Wida, thank you for me. If I'm butchering your name, let me know. Wida, let me know. I appreciate you. All right, appreciate that donation. Let's see what kind of things that you had on your mind here. What kind of good questions you got for me, Wida? I don't see anything. Did you just want to throw some money in there? First time here? Well, Wida, thank you so much for your donation. If you did have a question, let me know. I got an app that keeps track of all chat, so I will know if you let me know. So we're going to see. The Slow Tarot is my current love. Slow Tarot is pretty damn hot. Slow tarot is good. It's the only tarot that you can get from an art gallery. It's the only tarot that you buy from an art gallery. That's so cool. Jade, welcome to the stream. I did your reading a few minutes ago. Rewind about 10 minutes. It is sitting there waiting for you. Overall, the summary, spoiler alert, it is fantastic. It is fantastic. All right. Speaking of fantastic, Black Swan is back with a donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have I met or do I know the next connection that I got, right? The next connection that I got. I mean, we got some Slow Tarot love up in chat already. Let's go ahead and just grab that and use that because I love me the Slow Tarot right here. The only deck you're going to buy from an art gallery. If you don't have it, it is mighty cool. It's a lot of depth, right? A lot of depth in this deck. So much extra meaning, so much good stuff in here. I like it. It's a little bit sort of dim and dark. I guess if I'm looking for a painting, I'd want something that I would paint, but not everybody paints like me, I guess. By the way, if you haven't seen my paintings, let me pull up the social media. Okay, we got some extra time tonight, so we're going to chat. I got social medias right here, my friends. The reason I say hit me up on the social media, you need to follow me on Instagram. That's where the paintings happen, okay? You're looking for the new deck that I'm creating. I know you want to see it, right? We got the new deck that I'm creating. Whoa, that's a little bit too bright. We got the new deck that I'm creating. We got like the four. What the hell's going on here? We got the Four of Cups. This is from my new deck. If you like this, my friends, you need to get on that Instagram right now. This is from my new deck. Here's the Four of Cups. We got other stuff over here. We got lots of decks. We got the Justice card right there. So the Justice card is kind of lame. Man, I don't like it. We got a little Six of Cups action with there. I think everyone sort of said that, hey, I like this deck. I like this card the most, which was the Moon. Here we go. We got a Ten of Swords for my new deck, which is coming up. Anyway, but if you're on social media, you get to see all my fancy paintings. I do a lot, and I mean a lot of painting. Here is one of my latest paintings. This is a ship. So that is an oil painting that I did. It took about 20 hours, I guess, or something like that. Anyway, but yeah, this is an oil painting. This is going to be on my Lenormand deck. I'm going to come out with a Lenormand deck soon, and this is going to be the ship out of the Lenormand deck. So if you like the painting, you want to be on social media, because the Lenormand deck is going to be all oil paintings, just like the Slowtail. All oil paintings. It would be more vibrant, very colorful kind of thing going on with that. So if you're a fan of oil paintings, if you're a fan of cars and whatnot, we got the new deck coming out soon. So maybe in May, we're going to see. Anyway, enough of all of that. Let's get back to the reads. Have I met or do I know my next relationship? That is a good question indeed, because it is sort of interesting if we've already met them, right? We've already encountered this person. We kind of know where they're coming from, know what they're doing. We know something about them. So that's always a good thing if we can get that done. I would say what's going on with the Five of Cups? Like every single card, every single deck, we have a Five of Cups shoved out on the first thing. I don't know what's going on with that. Nine of Wands and the Star. I'm going to say, all right, Black Swan, we're going way out on a limb. Way out on a limb tonight. Black Swan, I think the next relationship, okay, the next relationship you have could be a soulmate relationship. What I mean by that, and I do think that it is somebody that is brand new, somebody that is brand new indeed. I think that's going to be important, because we got the Eight of Cups, we got the Five of Cups, we got a couple of disappointing things. It feels like that you are in a mode of, hey, I'm having some disappointments in relationships, not getting where I need to be. I'm having some difficulty sort of getting everything settled, get everything long term. I think the next relationship is going to solve a lot of problems, right? A lot of problems. Wida, I got your donation in the queue now. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. JC, thank you for all the support on Instagram. JC's going wild over there. JC, thank you so much. I appreciate you. But yeah, the Star says it's sort of a soulmate feel. It really is. A couple of disappointing cards. In other words, it does feel like that there's a level of disappointment here, but it is a sort of a karmic relationship, something that happened from the past. Nine of Wands. Man, it really feels like we're having some heavy difficulty with love. This individual is coming in with a lot of challenges, a lot of sort of, problems, and they are sort of looking for this relationship to solve them. And I think you really benefit this person quite a bit, and they benefit you as well. It's a very big learning relationship on the way next. And we got Amber wants to know about a book getting published. Amber, thank you so much again, hanging out with me, being a long-term supporter. I'm sorry, we need to do Wida right now. Let's do Wida. Let's hop over to Wida's question. Wida wants to know, continuing in magic. I mean, should you continue in magic? Is just something going on? You know what deck I'm going to use for this, my friend. Anybody that's been on the stream longer than like a day knows what I'm going to grab. This is a job for the Poe, because the Poe knows. By the way, since you're here, that is my tarot tower. 80 decks of cards, beautifully represented and displayed right here. You can learn how to make that for only $20. Link in the description for that too, right? Link in the description for that one. And that, my friends, is going to be awesome indeed. Okay, now we're going for the Poe. The Poe does know. Edgar Allan doesn't mess around with that. Should you pursue magic? Should you continue? Should you sort of get into that mode, getting some magic things done? Four of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the Sun. Oh my, one more at Ace of Swords. Interesting. Okay, I think that magic is good for you, but the path you're doing doesn't work. I think there's the bottom line, right? The magic itself, I think it's going to be good. I think it brings a lot of powerful things to you. I think it brings a lot of sort of very good feels, very, very good feels to where you want to be, what you're doing. Very good feels. You need to adjust it a little bit, basically alter it, move into some sort of another opportunity, another thing with the magic as it goes. Ace of Swords says you need something different, something new. Okay, I think that's where we're at here. If you get something different, something new, I think you're going to be there. Basically, Eight of Cups is abandon anything that's really sort of negative, abandon anything that you feel doesn't serve you or doesn't work, right? Because I don't think you want to hang on to things that aren't functional, that ain't working. You want to get some rock solid things going. I think the Sun says you can do that. You can make that happen, but it's a matter of getting an alteration, getting something a little bit different in the magic realm. I think that's going to be good for you. Four of Pentacles says make sure you're grounded, make sure you're protected. Four of Pentacles is hanging on to what we got, hanging on, being grounded, being protected. In the Thoth deck, Four of Pentacles is power. It's about having a good structure around you, a bunch of walls, a bunch of things. Make sure you're grounded with this while we're playing with it. You don't want anything creepy to come in. Eight of Cups is abandon anything that ain't working intuitively for you and keep going, keep functioning on it, because I think it works well for you. I think it's going to be something that you really, really enjoy. And overall, I think you're going to be have a good time with it. All right, we're going to go for YouTube user. Has another one. 10 years from now, am I committed to somebody else? Oh my, is YouTube user committed to somebody else? By the way, if you're new here and you have not asked a question, throw something out there. I mean, throw some stuff there. Sam has a question they're throwing out there. We'll get Sam up in the queue. Rose Flower, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, YouTube user, 10 years from now, am I going to be committed to somebody else? And we sort of reviewed a little bit before that. I think that N does come around when you are committed to somebody else, or when you are trying out, you are getting a relationship happening with another individual. N does come around. They're like, hey, it's been a minute. How you doing? All right, Rose, let me know what your question is. Thank you so much, as always. So let's see about that. 10 years from now, am I committed in a relationship with somebody else? I mean, I really think that, yeah, I think you are. That's going to be a manual thumbs up here. Wheel of Fortune talks about day-to-day activities and whatnot. Day-to-day activities, getting things done, getting things on the mode where we're happy about it, right? Wheel of Fortune said, I have a committed relationship. I know who's going to be there tomorrow. I know who's going to be in love with me, and things like that. And I'm restricted too, you know? I'm restricted. Amber, I'm coming back to your question. Sorry to skip around a little bit. Amber, I did not forget about you. I promise you. But yeah, we are committed. We are tied down, right? We are tied down to somebody else. So overall, I'm going to give a thumbs up on that. We're tied down to somebody else. We have a new commitment, have things happening with this. And there are some casualties. And I think N is one of them. Maybe A is one of them. I think you sort of being closed off to relationship, closed off to being open, you know, to something, kind of hurts the feelings of some other people, but that's the way it goes. That is the way it goes indeed. Amber is next. Amber wanted to know, will my book get published? Nice. Nice indeed. Should we use the Poe again? My friends, it's a literary deck. Should we? It's a literary deck, isn't it? Shouldn't we? I mean, I'm thinking the Edgar Allan Poe is going to be pretty powerful here. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. I mean, will the book get published? Well, let's see. We're using a literary deck. In theory, this should be all right. Let's see if the book will get published indeed. It is out there on the magical scale, though, you know. It is pretty powerful on the magical scale, I'm not going to lie. But the Poe knows. Poe doesn't mess around with that. King of Pentacles, absolutely, yeah. Six of Cups, oh my God, that's nice, very nice indeed. All right. Overall, this is going to be a yes. A pretty positive yes indeed. King of Pentacles says you are making some money. We are making some cash on this book. The book gets published, the book gets out there, people enjoying it. Overall, you are making some fat cash. I think that's kind of what we want, right? We want a little bit of that money. I think that's going to be very important. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Your book's out there on Amazon. People picking it up. Every day you wake up, you got 20, 30 more sales. I think it's going to be pretty nice indeed. King of Pentacles says we're making some fat cash on this. Six of Cups says there's something about your book that reaches to people. It connects to people. They like it. And that is very important, right? We have this beautiful connection with other people. I think people are like, they resonate with it. They like the title. They like the cover. They feel like they're just drawn in. They're drawn into that. Overall, Death says your book changes a lot of lives. It really does. There's something about it that just changes people for the better, and that is powerful indeed. So I think that's a big thumbs up, a big part. We get some party balloons up in here. We got a double reading with the Poe. Poe ain't messing around. Poe ain't playing tonight. We're making it happen. All right. Now we're going to go. Really, Chris, it's been a minute. Good to see you as always. Thank you so much for your generous donation, really, Chris. All right, let's hop over more super chats tonight. What else can we get into in the super chat realm? Because R. Isaacs wants to know, is the new job going to work out? I mean, it is beautiful to have a new job. Everybody loves having the new job. We're having a good time. Like everything's going great. Overall, it just feels good, right? People hiring us, people getting that thing. We're getting people handing us some fat cash, with the new job. Handing us the fat cash. They're like, I need the cash. And I think that's where you want to be at the end of the day, R. Isaacs. So let's see if we're going to be able to get that with a new job. They can maybe give us a raise, give us Page of Cups. Ooh, nice. Knight of Swords and a 3 of Wands. Well, ultimately, the Knight of Swords says we're staying put. Page of Cups says we're ready for something advanced in here. Let me tell you what happens. I think you get into a situation where you have an opportunity to move into a lateral position in the same job. In other words, the current job that you're doing, it's like, the Covered the Body tarot. Alaya, well, thank you. I appreciate you watching my videos. That's cool. It feels like that overall you like the job, but they offer you something else. And I think that's real, right? They offer you something new. They offer you something else. So ultimately, I think you do a lateral move in the job to some other place in the same job. 3 of Wands. I'm still scanning, moving. I'm looking in different directions, trying to find something over there, right? Knight of Swords, though, I want to stay put in the same position, sure. But the Page of Cups, you're not really satisfied. You're not really 100% satisfied. And then all of a sudden, somebody offers you something else, a lateral position in the same company or something like that. You're like, sure. I mean, I was kind of looking. But it's something weird with that. But R. Isaacs, I think you're there. But it just feels like that you have another opportunity and you jump on it. Gemini Moon, thank you for your generous donation. I appreciate that. Jade on PayPal, thank you so much for your other question. All right. Neighborhood, good for us. Didn't you already ask that? What, am I clicking something wrong? I think I'm clicking something wrong. Yeah, you have the thought. The neighbor is good for us. Okay. We did the location. Good for the family. Now we want the neighbor is good for. Okay, cool. We can do that. Will I get success working finishing my projects? That is something, right? A lot of times we get into these projects. Like me, I'm doing a lot of different things with different projects, and I'm just I'm running behind a little bit. I'll be honest with you. I'm just running behind a little bit on some of these projects. I need to get the Tasty Tarot out there. I need to get some more videos made and all that stuff. Andrew, a lot of stuff on the news as always. The news is all over the place. All right, success working, finishing these projects, getting it done. We'll see. That's going to be all right. Oh, man, you do have the tower. You do have the tower indeed. But it is, that's interesting, sort of falling with that. Wheel, positive outlook with this Queen of Swords. It does. Ultimately, your projects are okay. Ash, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. The Tower says that structurally, your projects don't last that long. It feels like you're rounding them out, or suddenly you feel like they're not going the direction you need them to go. So you have a tower moment. Kobe, thank you for your donation. You have a tower moment. The projects just don't go the way that I need them to go, kind of structurally falling behind. Ultimately, the Wheel of Fortune said you're going to continue on some of the projects, but you are going to need to adjust as the things come crumbling down. So don't be upset when a project fails. Don't be upset when a project doesn't go as planned. Just alter it, right? Keep on the road. Keep on the path. Just stay strong and stay sturdy. Queen of Swords is a very powerful card for leadership, very powerful card for getting it on and getting it going. I think if you keep focused on it, if you make it happen, you're going to be happy indeed with it. It's a matter of staying on the course. Staying on the course. All right. Jade, okay, have a good night out. out. Jade, thank you so much for your other 2 donations. We'll get those in just a minute. Now we're going to Rose now. Let's get rid of this and go to a different deck. Rose needs a beautiful deck over here. Will it be richer than S? All right, Rose. Make some of that fat cash, make some riches, make some things happen in your life. If I'm going to be richer than somebody else, I'm going to use, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. I'm going to use the Mons Tarot and be rich. The Tarot of Opposites have been sold out for so long. It's a damn good deck. It's a good deck. I'm not surprised. It's a good deck. Somebody made fun of my news. They said, okay, here's what they said. They said, look, you're showing me stuff from a year from now. And yeah, I am. I'm showing you Amazon stuff that's coming out a year from now. Why? Because you don't want to be in a position like the Tarot of Oppositions. You don't want to be in a position like this deck. You don't want to be in this position. You just can't get it, right? And I told him, I'm like, look, number one, if you pre-order it on Amazon, you locking the price down. Because have you noticed what's happened to prices lately? They going up. They going up quick. Tarot decks are like $30 base now. Kickstarters, like $50, $60 base now. You remember 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, they were $35? So yeah, I'm showing you stuff from a year from now so you can lock it down. Lock the price down, lock your supply down. Because you don't want to be in this position. Because there's a ton of decks on Amazon where you just can't get it anymore. And you're just struggling to get it. You're like, when is this thing coming back? So yeah, I'm showing you stuff from a year from now. Lock it down. It ain't going to get cheaper. Anyway, will I be richer than S? 5 of Swords, 8 of Swords, Queen of Cups. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say your richness is not at the level of S. It just isn't. 5 of Swords, Lord of Defeat. You are defeated indeed. You just don't make that kind of cash. 8 of Swords says you're a little bit too restricted, and they are not. They are not. A little bit too restricted, and you're just going to have to go with the flow with that. Ultimately, you're happier than S. You know, Rose, who gives a crap? You're happier than S. You are content. You are happy. You are having a good time with S. So you're having a better time than S. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I am just saying that, you're happier. So, but not richer. So which one would you choose? I would choose to be happier. Really, Chris is here. MJ's feelings for me. Really, Chris, thank you so much. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. All right, we're going to keep using the Mons Tarot. Such a cute deck. Everybody loves it. Oh, my God, Tarot Toad, thank you so much for your very generous donation. I appreciate you so much. Hope you're enjoying the Patreon. Tarot Toad, thank you so much again. Tarot Toad, let me know how you're liking the Patreon. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on over there. Yeah, lots and lots of stuff going on over there. Okay, MJ's feelings for me. Man, MJ likes you quite a bit. You got the 3 of Cups over here. It is a celebration. It's like when you're around, there's a celebration. When you're around, have a good feel, good thing happening. Wita, thank you for stopping by. Have a great evening. But yeah, the 3 of Cups, a celebration, a celebratory feel when you're around really makes the grade. It makes people want to be around you. It makes this person like being around you. Emperor says that you know what you're doing. You understand the details. You are very consistent, very good with details, with sort of, bringing in the good stuff. Overall, MJ feels that you are in charge and you know what you're doing, and they like that about you. They love that. Judgment, Rebirth, Reincarnation. Is this an X? Is this an X? I got to ask if it's an X. Reason I say this is normally Judgment, Rebirth, Reincarnation says we had a relationship, maybe we had a connection, and it just sort of faded out, right? It's not there anymore. But the Judgment, Rebirth, Reincarnation says it's possible to get that back if this is an X indeed. Overall, 9 of Swords says don't be too concerned about it. I think you got it on the line. I think you got it pretty positive. Overall, just be content, be happy with it. And it's just looking pretty good with that. YLK and Soul Sword, thank you for your donations. I appreciate that. He's new. Okay. Rebirth, Reincarnation, are they just out of another relationship? In other words, kind of think, where does Rebirth, Reincarnation fit in this. Why would we need a rebirth reincarnation? Why would we need a jump start or something like that? Is this something like new for you? Is this something new for them? Are they just out of a relationship? Are you just out of a relationship? It just feels like this is sort of new and fresh, right? But it's a rebound from something, another situation, or from something else. As far as that goes. Anyway, Gemini Moon is up next. What's coming for me in love? An ex new person? Are we going to be single for a little bit? Gemini Moon, let's find out if we can hook you up with some good stuff. With this deck over here, look at this. We got the fancy decks out now. We got the, I'm just saying, beautiful, beautiful 4th edition of Victorian Romantic Tarot. Wow, okay, thank you for your other donation. 4th edition of this one. And it is just beautiful. It is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. I bought 5 copies of this thing, you know, because I need it. I need it in my life. Well, no, it's an investment. Baba Studio decks are an investment. It's basically like getting getting some stock. Basically, you get the stock and you sit on it for a little while, and then you sell it and you make a profit. That's basically it. Anyway, really, Chris, thank you so much for your reading. Let me know what happened. I appreciate you. Okay, what's going on for me? New opportunities, anything with love. You got a couple of aces here. You can't really ignore this, right? When you're looking at new opportunities, yeah, I think you are looking at a new opportunity. You got an Ace of Pentacles and an Ace of Wands. We're looking at something that, do you work? Do you work? I think you're meeting somebody either outside of work, like, sort of going to a bar and having a happy hour or something like that. Or you meeting somebody in work or something around work. You got the Ace of Pentacles, points to a new opportunity, but it's around something that we do on a day-to-day basis, right? Running into something kind of thing. Ace of Wands says there's somebody that is interested in you and it's really obvious. They're sort of approaching, or they have a question, or, sort of in that mode of they just want to interact with you, and they're very upfront with that. I think it's going to be very good indeed. King of Cups says this is somebody who's hard to read. It's hard to read this person. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's difficult to sort of get a read on if they're interested, if they're not interested, and whatnot. Overall, Knight of Wands, it says they are interested, even though this is obviously a very fiery kind of thing here. You are looking at a connection between two individuals. And I think that is going to be powerful. So it functions kind of like a 2 of Cups. That's why I love the deck. Functions like a 2 of Cups, and pretty good motion, pretty good action overall. Overall, you're getting a new love. Oh, what are we looking at here? We got a lot of wands, man. We got wands in the middle. We could be looking at a fire sign. I think this is somebody it's difficult to get a read on them. Fire signs are kind of that way sometimes, right? It's just like, it's difficult to just get a real solid read sometimes. I think earth signs have a similar problem, especially Virgo. It's kind of difficult to figure out what they're doing. But, end of the day, that's the way it goes. Ash, will my online business make me some fat cash? Ash, let's get you some fat cash indeed with that. Win indeed with that. I want to get you some cash. I do. Let's see if the online business is going to get you that. What kind of thing can we get going here? We're going to keep using this for a few reads because, damn, I love this deck. All right. Online business. 10 of Cups, 3 of Swords, and the Hermit. It's successful. I mean, it's okay. It doesn't just bowl you over with money. It's okay. I think you get pretty much a steady stream, right? A steady stream, steady things coming in. 10 of Cups, this is a good place to be. You emotionally resonate with it. You like it. You appreciate it. It's just something where you're pretty, happy with it overall. And that's what's important, right? Because even if you do have something, you really want to resonate with it. You want to be excited about it. I think that you are. So 3 of Swords says you may need to make some alterations ultimately across the lines. As you're moving through the business, you need to tweak this, you need to tweak that. In other words, don't just sort of sit there and assume everything needs to stay the same. You need new stuff. This 3 of Swords is all about getting something new, cutting out the old, cutting out things that don't work. Overall, the Hermit, it does say this is something that you do. You make it happen. Overall, you have a degree of success. Are you going to get $1 million? It doesn't look like it. We're just really lacking pentacles up in here, but I do think it is a steady business, something nice, something you can get into, and very good indeed. Ash, thank you for your other donation. Colby, what is my Ken think about me? Is going to flake? Is it going to flake on me again? Let's use this for one more reading. I do need to hop to PayPal eventually. I think I'll wait till the end of the stream. We're going to hop to PayPal for the end of the stream so Jade can just go to the end and just see all the readings right there, because Jade left. So we want to make it convenient for Jade. You just hop to the end. There's your reads, right? There's your reads right there. All right. Anyway, what does Ken think about me? They're going to flake on me again. They are going to flake on you again. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. I know, Colby, I know. They are going to flake on you. Uno mas is what I'm saying now. You got a 6 of Cups. You got a 6 of Cups over here. That's really the only good, it's like an okay card at best. They feel like the interactions are just kind of surface level. I mean, even if we're kind of in something, the interactions are really surface level, you know? It's like, well, not really something I'm just willing to dump a ton of time into. I'm sorry. 8 of Cups says they are going to flake on you again. That abandonment, walking away, not getting you the opportunity that they need, that is going to just be kind of like, well, yeah. Ace of Swords says they got somebody else they're talking to, hanging out with. Ultimately, you're going to get flaked. You are going to get flaked like a big head of dandruff. So, yeah, way it goes. Cornflakes, a big bowl of cornflakes. I'm sorry, Colby. I wanted to give you such good news. Colby, I was ready for like love balloons, Colby. I was excited. Colby, you have no idea. I was like excited at that point. And I had the love balloons queued up. I had my finger over the trigger of those love balloons. And then all of a sudden, the eight of Cups goes, hello, welcome. This is a Tarot Oracle show, and you're going to get a legit reading, you know? Because if it was all good news on the stream, would any of y'all come back? Really? No, probably not. Probably not. Like dandruff or cornflakes, you are going to get all kind of flaked on that. All right, let's not flake on YouTube user, though. Let's get serious here. Is Ann going to be committed to somebody else? Clumsy, welcome to the stream, and thank you for your donation. Let's go with Ann. Is Ann going to be loving on, making mad love to some random person? 10 years from now, Knight of Wands, the Sun, and a Page of Wands, indeed. They're going to be not committed still 10 years from now. Let me tell you what's going to happen. I think that Ann is going to live a life of non-committal. I think N is just, until N fixes their crap, they're going to live a life of non-committal. Got a Knight of Wands. I'm constantly moving with the fire action. Constantly moving with the fire action. The Sun, I need something new. I need some of the adventures. The Page of Wands, I'm just not dedicated to any particular thing. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go everywhere. I'm not really going to be just perfectly dedicated to this. So, YouTube users, I'm telling you now, they're just going to be still hanging it up with whoever they can find 10 years from now. I don't think there's a lot of learning lessons are going to be there. Anyway, all right, Tarot Toad is a new Patreon supporter. Thank you so much, Tarot Toad. I greatly appreciate you. You love my content? Well, that's good. I appreciate you loving my content. Curious what the cards have to say about my work. Should I just continue on, or should I like pop out, get something new? I mean, what are we going to do here? Let's put the cats away. Let's go to something a little more legit. Now, you know that I want a good read for this. I mean, Tarot Toad, all sorts of beautiful compliments over here. Very generous donation. We need something legit. And when I say legit, I mean the Little Wizard's Tarot. It is a Harry Potter-based deck. It is. And I'm sure Andrew's got a link somewhere for y'all to pre-order this, because it's on Kickstarter. And it is, this deck is so accurate, it's freaky. But I love it. I love it. It's hard not to do every reading with the deck. It is. It's hard not to do every single reading with this deck. But, you know, I gotta cycle them out. Anyway, should we hang out at this job, or should we hop to something new? Ultimately, 4 of Cups, 6 of Wands, Empress, Ace of Wands. Normally, the Ace of Wands would trend towards something new. But this 4 of Cups says that something new is not really going to benefit you. Not really now. Here's what I would do. Let me be very specific here. Come October, I think it's time to start looking. Maybe September, really lean in October. Come October, it's time to start looking. Until then, stay there. I think that is very good. The Ace of Wands says you do have other opportunities eventually coming, right? But the Empress says for now, we are pretty comfortable indeed. We are happy. We are comfortable. We are happy with all of that stuff right now. But yeah, the Empress says just hang out, relax, and get into this job. Get your resume where you need it, and then it's going to be powerful. Because the Six of Wands says you have a lot of success. You have a lot of people cheering for you at this job. And that's critical, right? That's very critical. That's something you really need. The Four of Cups ultimately says finding another job right now looks challenging. It looks like it's your location's killing you with finding another job. But the Queen of Wands says if you get good at this job, get some recommendations, hop over to something else around October, I think it's going to be right for you then. Overall, just hang with it, make it happen with all of that good stuff. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. With Soul Soar is here. So Sora wants to know, what is my life path? What am I meant to be? What are you meant to be? Ooh, I kind of like that. We're going to use this one kind of a life. I wanted to use this one later, but I do want to skip to another deck that we have been neglecting this deck right here. We have been neglecting this deck, and I apologize to the deck. I do, because it has been a hot minute since we have thrown down the Revival Art Tarot. Because a lot of y'all is just what I'm saying. Katie wants to know what the deck is too. Katie. Andrew just linked it in chat. Thank you so much, Andrew, for linking all of the good stuff. I will go ahead and throw the links into the description from now on. I think that's going to be good. All right, let's get a meaning of life deck for Soul Soar now. Because Soul Soar is in that, I want to know what my meaning is, the meaning of life and all that other stuff. Tiara, thank you for your donation. I think you're looking at here. What is your life path? What are you meant to do? Two of Wands, dominion. I think you can choose your own path. It's not something, right? Because dominion in the traditional sense is somebody with a globe and they're looking out amongst their own pathway, their own destiny. And they're looking into the globe, figuring out who do they conquer next? What do they conquer next? I think that's kind of where you're at. What do I conquer next? Because you've mastered a lot of good stuff with what you got. And you got a little bit of the Page of Coins. The problem with your path is you haven't really sort of walked the entire thing yet. You need more variety, right? Because that Two of Cups, you're yet to meet the destiny. You're yet to meet where you really want to be, what you really want to do. And I think when you meet that, you are going to be powerful indeed. Very, very poignant, very powerful for this. Overall, I think you have yet to see it. When you see it, you will definitely know it. Your life path is approaching. Page of Coins says you have not been in that direction, but it's coming up soon. I think it's going to be something where you're ready to conquer the next thing, and the next thing is going to be in front of you and be extremely obvious of what you should be pursuing. YLK has got a double shot tonight. Samson and Delilah's feelings and plans of action towards me. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's stick with the Revival Art Tarot. Katie's excited. I'm excited. I'm excited too. Can I be excited about a tarot deck? Of course. That's why we're all here. All right, Samson, feelings, plans of action towards me. Queen of Coins, the Star, and the Eight of Cups. Oh my. I think Samson understands that your pathways are going to meet again. Your pathways are going to be together. But right now, it looks like Samson needs a little space, is what I'm saying. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. All right, we are ending soon. Let's hop up on the ending soon thing and make that happen. All right, Samson is sort of going their own way here. Eight of Cups, I'm abandoning things. I got to walk out. I'm holding your hand, but I got to abandon, walk out, and make all those things happening here. Star says ultimately your paths are crossed. Your paths are meant to be together. They are very powerful with that indeed. Queen of Coins, though, Queen of Coins says, I'm really, really looking at you for happiness. I think Samson looks at you for happiness when they are around you. Very powerful indeed. Ashley, good evening. A good Saturday to you. Ashley, how are you doing? Looking good, Ashley. I'm glad that you're hanging out with us tonight. All right, let's go with, wow, okay, should I tell Dr. L I'm resigning? Oh my, you're getting the hell out of there, huh? Getting out of there. Should you tell the doctor? Doctor, give me the news. I've got a bad case of abandoning you. The devil. No, do not. No. That's a thumbs down. Do not reveal this information quite yet. Do not do it. You need to be a reliable, dependable, and stable employee. Make like the 8 of Coins and be that employee. You're just there a while, okay? You're making it happen. You're being rock solid, stable for right now. Do not reveal, because the devil says that there are some repercussions from doing that. There are repercussions from letting him know right now, okay? Because that 9 of Coins, it feels like it affects your paycheck, affects the coins coming in, and you don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen. So don't let the coins be disrupted, okay? Stay there. 8 of Coins, 8 of Pentacles. I'm the productive, sturdy, massively underpaid worker. Have a YLK. Make like there ain't nothing going on. Nothing going on, because you don't want some repercussions from that. That devil's waiting for you. I'm not lying. That devil's waiting for you on the sidelines, looking at you. It's going, you're leaving at the end of June. You could be leaving next week. You could be leaving next week. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, entertainment purposes only, though. Will I be able to find the right pre-foreclosure to buy, flip, and a sale? Looking for a house. I think I want to go this route and then sell it in a year. Ash. All right, before we hop into this, Ash, and I'm being serious now, entertainment purposes only. Ash, I'm a random fat man on YouTube. All I'm doing here is reading cards on the internet, and you don't want to spend hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars based upon a card reading. All right? No thumbs. We're all fingers, no thumbs. We're going to get this. Ash is serious here. Making the fat cash. Need to get some house going. And before we start on this, Ash, as well, let me let you know that I predict, as part of my year forecast, that housing market will take a dip. But again, that is also entertainment purposes only. Do not come back to me and say I lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, because I'm going to tell you those entertainment purposes only, and don't rely on anything I say for anything, right? All right. Anyway, but yeah, you know, my readings and my predictions are that the housing market will take a bit of a dip, in the future. Okay, with that said, will I be able to find the right pre-foreclosure to buy, right? Somebody got booted out of their damn house, which is unfortunate because they could have sold it for a lot of money, but that's the way it is sometimes. Foreclosures happen. The Emperor reverse says yes, it does. The Emperor, they're not in charge of their house anymore. They just had to let it go. They just had to let it be foreclosed upon, okay? The Emperor says, I'm reversed. I'm not ready to do that, right? And they had to make a hard choice here. And you have to make the hard choice. Is it something I want to buy? Now, is it the right one? Again, I say yes. Is it the right one? Knight of Pentacles says yes. This Knight of Pentacles is a pride of things that I know that I have. Knight of Pentacles says that's very powerful information indeed. 8 of Swords. It does say, don't be restricted with this. Don't look at one and get committed to it. Don't marry yourself into one property. Keep an open mind, right? Because you don't want to get tied down with one particular property with this. So yeah, you will be able to find the right house. Absolutely. Got a good read here. This is a beautiful one for the Patreon behind the readings, which I haven't done in forever. I need to do that. Having a girlfriend kind of ruins your free time a lot. I mean, all the free time that I used to have, you know, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying you got to make choices in life, and all of the free time that I used to have is kind of used up, you know, kind of thing. But you know, you got to make choices, and I'm kind of in that mode of I'd rather be in love and have a couple of less videos, but the way it goes. May I have a general reading, please? Clumsy, you may have a general reading indeed. Clumsy. Do we have a clumsy deck? No, not really. We do have a beautiful deck that Andrew likes, which is the Little Buddha Tarot, my friends. Jesus, I dropped it on the floor. The Little Buddha Tarot, I dropped it on the floor. I dropped the tiles on the floor, Andrew. Luckily, the bag landed upright, so the tiles did not spill everywhere. General, you ask? General, you will get with another Amy deck, which we don't read upside down. Chariot and Death. You're moving into change. You're moving into some alterations that you're going to have to deal with. Okay. Knight of Wands says this is going to be quite quick indeed. And you're going to be on that mode of, oh my, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, yeah, you're on motion towards big change. I'm not saying the changes are bad. We've discussed the Death card ad nauseum. The Death card's a nice card. Okay, because it says we have changes, we have new opportunities, we have stuff that we can get into, stuff that we can make happen, right? The Death card is fantastic. It's a great thing to have around. Ultimately, you just kind of need to understand that you need to think on your feet. So be prepared. Be prepared. Not going to be a problem if you think on your feet, if you make it happen. But if you just get all of a sudden it hits you in the face and you're just like, oh my God, what the hell's going on? Then I think, yeah, you're going to have a problem then. Right? You're going to have a problem at that point. Overall, I think you're going to be happy. You're going to be content. It's just a matter of be prepared to think on your feet with changes. Otherwise, you're going to get caught in a little bit of a mess there. All right. We're going to go with Tiara. How would Troy be thinking of me and treating me? TN. Is that tomorrow? Is TN tomorrow? Let me know. I don't know what TN means. Is that tomorrow or is that Tennessee? I mean, let's see. So sorry, it is the end of the readings. Yes, it is. So sorry, we're ending soon. Wrapping them up, so sorry. I got to do a Jade double shot, I believe. A Jade double shot, or triple shot, maybe. All right, Tiara, let's do. How would Troy be thinking of me? TN. I don't know if that's Tennessee or tomorrow. It means tomorrow. Okay. Is Troy going to be thinking of me? How will they be thinking of me? Nine of Cups, Mr. Romance. I like it. I like it a lot. Queen of Pentacles. Something weird happens in this relationship. Something weird happens in this connection is what I'm saying. Something weird's going on. Tiara, something weird's going on. So if this is tonight, okay, if this is tonight, tomorrow, something weird happens. I'm telling you that now. Page of Wands says you're not quite prepared for what you encounter because something unusual, something weird's coming through. Overall, Mr. Romance is here, so you're looking at good stuff with that. But the Queen of Pentacles, why is that here? Why do we have this unexpected interaction with the Queen of Pentacles? Why are we motioning into the Queen of Pentacles like, whoa, what's happening? What's going on? Something weird happens there, Tiara. That's what I'm telling you now. That is a good thinking about me. Overall, the Mr. Romance says it all. But that's going to be important. That's going to be very good indeed. So, yeah, it's good, but there's some weird crap. Weird crap going on. Yeah, that's all my intuition won't shut up about the weird crap. Something like literally something's going on over there. You're gonna have to make it happen. Okay. Anyway, YouTube user is the last one tonight, and then we're gonna pop all over to PayPal, get a triple jade. We're done with that. Will N be waiting for me 10 years from now? I don't know. In likes to be single. Are they going to wait for me 10? We'll do one more time with the Little Wizard's Tarot and just make it happen. Get this done because everybody does like this deck. This deck is just 100%. All right. Let's see. In be waiting for me 10 years. No. I mean, Knight of Pentacles, they got their own thing going on. Justice says they've kind of had enough of all of that stuff. They just had enough at that point. High Priestess, they understand everything about you from 10 years from now. They know what's going on. They know what you're going to do. They know how the reactions, they know how the actions are going to go. There's no surprises at that point. It's been 15 years. What are you going to do? It hasn't worked out for 15 years. Not going to work out for 15 years. High Priestess says, yeah, I mean, I know everything I need to know. You just have a pattern that sort of sets in with this, and you're going to have to deal with it. But they're just like, no, they're not going to be waiting for you. It seems good, Tiara. It seems good, but it is unusual to say the least. Anyway, we got 3 Jade readings. Jade wants to know a couple of things tonight, obviously. All right. Starting, grassy knoll, good for the family. We did that. Oh, we only got 2. Okay, grass neighbor. All right, can we give some grass to the neighbor or something like that? Can we be a grassy neighbor? Is indeed the grass greener on the neighbor's lawn? I think that is important. Is the neighbor or the neighborhood good for us? Let's find out. By the way, we are on PayPal, wrapping it up right now. And at the end of the PayPal reads, we are going to get out of here, my friends. That is, what the hell? The neighbor is good. Okay, neighbor's okay. Tiara, thank you for your other donation. I will I'll get to your reading tomorrow. We are ending soon here. We are wrapping it up. Or do we on me and Troy? So the grassy neighbor. This is something where you're a little too concerned about what they do. They do have an unusual way of expressing themselves, of being there, of doing things. It feels like it's an unusual situation. Something, in other words, the neighbor's not a normal neighbor. Maybe they have some land that they're encroaching upon with this. Maybe they're sort of full of conflict when they approach you, the neighborhood as well. Overall, it feels like that this thing, the situation or the thing or the neighbor settles down and eases down a little bit. They ease down a little bit. Yeah, TR, I do need to read you. It's kind of time dependent, ain't it? But yeah, eases down. Conflict at first, something that's concerning at first, but it calms down, okay? The Fool says that the neighborhood is good. It's good. A 1 out of 10, I would say a 7, all right? Maybe an 8, because the 9 of Cups is very powerful. It is the best card in the deck, according to Lon Malo Duquette. You're looking at a big degree of happiness here. Overall, it looks good, but there's some big concerns at first. That is the read for that. And the other PayPal read, by the way, we are on PayPal reads. Last reading, what is waiting? Ace of Cups, what is waiting? Okay, we'll do that. What is waiting on that? Let's do that. What is waiting? Okay. A little bit of a mix and all of that other stuff. Maybe he's bringing his mama to the club. Maybe. Wouldn't that be funny? Maybe he lives with his mom in the basement. You know, never know. Whoa, Ma, we got a jumper with the Thoth. The Thoth does have a jumper here and there, but for the most part, the Thoth doesn't have a lot of jumpers. The Thoth is kind of like, well, I don't know. Maruta, well, hello and goodbye to you, as the Beatles song goes. You say goodbye, but I say hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye, because I say hello. What is waiting with this? Avantika, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. You're looking at, well, why the hell is a story? What is waiting? Destiny. You've been here before. You've been at this location before. I'm going to say this is a weird reading. You've been there before. It's sort of a karmic thing or something that you've been there before, something that you know, something that you're familiar with, something that you have an understanding of, and all this other stuff going on. It feels like you have a level of comfort, a level of stability here. It feels like there's a lot of emotional resonance as far as this place. You have been there before. That's a weird reading, but I'm going to throw it out there. You have been to this location in a previous lifetime. which is I've never had that in your readings, but that's where we're going. That's where we're going. The journey out there, the comfort, the destination being known, and the destiny, the karmic relationship with this as well. This is a place that you have been before. And that is what is sort of weird. That is what is unusual about that. That is what's waiting on you. Very interesting indeed. All right. What does the weird card mean on you and Troy? Might as well use the Thoth if you're going full weirdness anyway. The Thoth is going to be their last reading of the night, by the way. Wrapping it up, I'm going to go eat a banana and take a shower, my friends. Not at the same time. What is weird between me and Troy? It's like that Troy introduces you to something that you haven't been introduced before, right? Lust. Maybe Troy just grabs it. I don't know. There's lust involved here. There's a level of connection. There's a level of steam. There's a level of heat that is involved here. But it's not something I can take advantage of. It's not something that I'm ready for. It's not something that I can fully sort of embrace, no pun intended. It feels like that it gets me into, or gets you into a weird position to where you're like, okay, I don't know what the hell's happening right now. There's a level of lust, a level of passion here that brings you into an odd situation. You're like, I don't even know what to do now. Where do I go from here? Yeah, that's it. I mean, lust is an interesting card, very sexual card, as with the devil. Well, it's the Thoth Crowley deck. It's all sexual. But it's something we can't take advantage of, and it's something that leads us into a situation that we're like, okay, why is this going on? Anyway, I mean, that is it. But anyway, that is it for me. Speaking of which, more lust. I'm going to go and eat a banana and take a shower. Not in a lustful way, though, my friends, in a normal, average, boring Virgo way. And that is it for me. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow.